my lovely little sniglets, it's Hebi here, and today we are going to be reacting to One Piece chapter 1171, Ragnir. If you would like to subscribe, join the Discord, or even support me, you can do so by clicking the links down below. Shall we start? I hope you guys have had a better chapter break than I have, obviously. I had to rush my female dog to the vets the day of the last official chapter release, and she spent a week at the vets because she had emergency surgery. She is fine. We have been binging One Piece because she is only allowed to stay inside, and I got sick of hearing about the fire, so that was put on the TV. Dub, obviously. She cannot understand English. She's a dog. I don't even think she understands English most of the time as well, but still. Let's start the chapter, shall we? Okay, cover page is Zoro with cat ears. It's cute. It's what I need. I don't even remember the last couple of chapters because of all this shit with my dog. She's on my bed, asleep, curled up in blankets, because she is pretty much shaved naked. But still, let's start the chapter. Oh, squirrel! That's what. It was a squirrel, wasn't it? It was a squirrel. That's what I remember. A squirrel. Okay. So, we've just seen the aftermath? Why? Oh, yeah. Harold got killed, sliced. I so know what's going on. I'm a highly intelligent woman. Okay, we see Scopper say, I had a terrible vision at the plane of day of Harold venturing forth from the castle and laying waste to the world until there was nothing but ruins. Okay. He probably would have done that. So they're talking about the aftermath. Does the treasure of Albert really have such power, Joel? Because they're walking from the throne room? I have not heard, but it chills my spine to think of what might have happened had Loki not been there. And then we see, obviously, a flashback of Shanks first meeting. No. Yeah? Yes! Harold. And Shamrock. Not Shamrock. Garling? Garling. What was I saying? Farling. Oh my god, my brain's not working. Shanks then has a twinge in his arm, which we know gets eaten in a couple of years. And Shanks says he regrets his birth, and Scopper says, don't regret it. Your mother and your father. We then see Loki crying over the corpse of his dead father. This is what he gets for loving his country. It's a cruel joke. Oh, Loki. He really did love his daddy. Aww. We then move to Marijua, where Aimu says, oh, kinda saw that happening. So what? Did Aimu yeah. Okay. So they're having a conversation. Saying that they should have investigated Harold's abyss in Albert. We shall have it investigated. Oh, okay. Oh, so they're investigating Harold's death because the abyss, the contract. Oh, the floor thingy. Yeah. Aimu says don't bother. I'm assuming it's Aimu or one of the 5 elders. Harold was a weakling. He wanted to be friends. Blah, blah, blah. Never forget that Elbeth is part of the D clan. Okay. I wish there was more hype to that news, but okay, makes sense. We then move back to Aldous Castle, where they're still having a conversation. Loki, this news will lead to great unrest in the kingdom. Loki says to Drill, I'm going to sea. I'll take the surviving guards with me. Oh, I wonder if while they're at sea they find that giant building crew of warrior giants. Oh, that would be so cool. Because that means that we could potentially have more allies to come save us. My brain's not working, okay. Clearly. Don't speak a word of what happened here to anyone. Joel says, do you understand who they'll blame for it? The death of the king? Yeah, they're gonna blame him. I'll take the powers I have to go avenge my dad and his soldiers. Oh, that is so cute. Now you're talking nonsense, Loki. The world government is a colossal organization. It's a task far beyond anything you can imagine. Shanks and Scopper are quiet. We then see the reaction of the rest of the Albathian community. And Loki says, so I sailed right off the island. I'm sure that by the time you returned home, Harrigan, I had been fully transformed into Loki, the Father Slayer, in the eyes of the public. I certainly did enough to convince them that I was capable of it. However, I am not so far gone that I'd celebrate killing my own dad. I just didn't want everything he did to be undone because of what happened in the end. Or do you still think I should have told the country everything? Okay, so we've just ended the flashback. And I think this is important to mention that some of what we've seen is Oda telling us what is happening at the same time, where Harrigan is only getting Loki's version of what happened, because he doesn't know what happened in God Valley. He didn't know that Whitebeard met Marco's father and Marco was a Nepo baby. But yeah. Okay. Harrigan is just being told the story of his death. We are being told the story that is surrounding the king's death and everything. So just remember, there are two versions of this flashback. There's the version that Harrigan and Luffy got, and then there's the version we get. I think that's important to know. Loki is telling... Oh no, Harrigan says, I now understand why Chief Fuhrer argued for your clemency and continued to protect you. In short, Father chose death over manipulations of the world government. And since then, the government has been Albus' enemy. How did they manipulate him like that? As a matter of fact, these newly arrived Holy Knights of God played a pivotal role in Harold's story. Okay, so that's Scopper. But Loki still doesn't know exactly what happened to Harold in the Holy Land. See, my point! We are getting told two versions of the same story. Harrigan's being told one version, we're being told the other. If you need more details, I can explain. That won't be necessary for ya, Mr. Ya. I don't need a reason to protect my homeland. And Loki is freed! We then see a giant skeleton appear. And Harrigan's like, where the fuck did that Ragnir come from? But those aren't real. And Loki says it sounds like a perfect woman. You go ahead, I can fly up. Whoa, can the hammer, can Ragnir fly? Because I'm assuming that's how he's coming up. Oh. So Harrigan runs to the rest of the group who are on the boat, and they've been on the boat for like probably a good 5 minutes while this flashback is happening, but it's been probably 6 months for us. We have the rest of the New Giant crew apologizing to Loki, and Loki tells them to shut the fuck up and go. Loki is happy that he's free and he can move again, and we have a Luffy on the ground laughing. We then have Scopper asking if they can go up to see Colin. Is Colin dead? I really hope the little shit's dead. But yeah, Sanji then takes Scopper and Chopper up, or at least to the boat, and Luffy stays behind, and Loki's like, what are you doing up here? Oh, he's sitting on the shoulder. Oh, Luffy does like high things. And Luffy's like, I just want to see how you fight. Alright then, I'll show you. Alright then, show off your power, Ragnir. So the hammer is the power. He didn't eat the power, the devil fruit. Nibelheim? Nibelheim. Okay. Whoa, it's a huge smash. Why does the skeleton head look like Brock? Anyway, if you would like to comment, subscribe, join the Discord, all that shit, and support me, you can. Links are down below. Bye!